There we go. Here we go.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Joni. I am recording this, making this little video because I've been trying to eat healthier, as majority of Americans are doing, and basically cooking, eating wheat-free is very expensive, gluten-free, all that stuff. So I'm trying to come up with ways to do it on a budget. I'm a teacher, so income is, very limited. And so I get that, and I've tried to find different ways to save money, and we've cut coupons and all that stuff. So now I'm trying to find out ways to eat wheat-free on a budget. What started all this was my boss she found out that she did have the gluten allergy. So she was reading this book, Wheat Belly. And she showed it to me just the other day, and I asked her if I don't have the gluten allergy, then why would I need to read this? Well, she said, just read it. Joni, just read it. So I've been reading it. It's very interesting on how we don't realize that whole grains and the wheat that we're eating today is not the same that my ancestors, everybody's ancestors were eating years and years ago. So this book is really interesting. So with that, tonight we are making spaghetti squash with infused olive oil, and garlic and shallots are in there, getting all nice and yummy, delicious, doing its thing. And we're going to pour it over here, and then I'm going to add some sausage and mushrooms that I've already pre-made. But you can put whatever kind of protein, of course, you like in it. You can do chicken, you can do whatever. And then I've also got some green beans here sauteing up. Tonight we are feeding about 2.5 people. We have recently ventured into really healthy eating and just trying to get on board with it and be healthier and all that other good stuff. So my director and I will be eating the spaghetti squash. My husband is going to join us in eating the green beans. He's going to do his own thing with the salad, which is awesome. And she's going to add, for her protein, a Boca chicken burger. That does contain wheat, however, or, the wheat flour, but she's easing her way into it. Me, I'm going balls to the wall. Okay, well, that's almost done. We're waiting on our green beans. There's another recipe, or a recipe in the book of flaxseed wrap that you can make for anything that you want to use a wrap for. But it is savory, and it has onion powder, paprika, all that other good stuff. But we're going to put a twist on it, a girl twist, and we're going to add some chocolate cocoa powder and some honey and cinnamon and just make it a sweet treat that's still wheat-free. It's still made of really healthy stuff. And at the end of the night, we won't have a big bloated stomach and go into bed with all that food in our belly. So we're going to do that real quick while we're waiting on our oil. I've already turned that off. So this is the flaxseed. I already got it milled. You can buy it like this. You can buy it in the seed form. But I just bought it like this. I've had it in my cabinet for months. Didn't know what I was going to do with it, adding it to pancakes or smoothies or whatever. But I saw that recipe in there and was like, bam, I already have that. Okay, so we've got our 3 tablespoons of the flaxseed here, and since the recipe calls for 1/4 of onion powder, we're going to do a heaping 1/4 of cocoa. And since we're chicks, we're going to add a little more. Okay, I probably should have done the baking soda, or baking powder first, but whatever. It is what it is. You roll with it. And you need a 1/4 teaspoon of this. You can add a little bit of salt to bring out the sweetness if you want, but we're not going to do that because it's not over here. Go ahead and mix the dry ingredients on up. Oh, let me add some cinnamon here. And as we all know, cinnamon is a wonder food, a superfood. It's really, really good for you. That and the combination with honey as well. And we're putting honey in here as well. So just get that kind of mixed up. Whatever. Oh, some man overboard. Okay, so your wet ingredients is 1 beaten egg, And then you also need, the original recipe calls for coconut oil, but I'm broke. I don't have coconut oil. I have olive oil. Now it calls for a tablespoon, so I'm going to do a tablespoon or half tablespoon of the olive oil. And this is a neat little trick. I'm sure most of you know it, but if not, here you go. You put the oil in first, then you put your honey. I would prefer to use local honey, but again, I'm broke and it's not in season. And if you do the oil in at first, the honey just comes right on out, leaving very little to none in there that you even have to worry about. Get up, get up, get up. Okay. So that is that, and then a tablespoon of water. So we'll go ahead and add that, and then that's it. So you just mix that up. Probably should have used a bigger bowl, but I did this before, and a little one was just fine. Now the good thing about this is if you just want to get up in the morning and you can pre-mix all your dry ingredients. You cook this in the microwave. I don't think you can get easier than that. You can pre-make, in the book it says you can pre-make these. You can make a couple, or make a bunch at a time, and they stay in the fridge good for a couple of days. So you can do breakfast on them and lunch. The other night we did a BLT, so maybe we'll make that again one night for you. I really, really liked it. Alright, so it's good mixed up. So we're going to get on the plate here and just put a little bit of olive oil on the plate. And it doesn't matter, just a microwave safe plate will work. Just spread that all around. Okay, and you're going to pour your little flaxseed over there. And I'm sure you can, make this your own, and you can add, walnuts or chopped up almonds. If you want it sweeter, if you don't like honey, you can add stevia or truvia, whatever it is you like. Or, if you're not too hard up on it, go ahead and use some sugar. In this book, it talks about how a bagel or a bran muffin is 71 on the GI scale, which I think is the glycemic index, and a teaspoon or a tablespoon of sugar, I don't remember, is 59. So it's still just not as bad. So if you want to use a little bit of sugar, nobody's hating on you because it's not that big. So now we're going to microwave it. It says in there from 2 to 3 minutes, so we're going to do 2.5 minutes, so we'll get that going. And I think our garlic looks really good there. I'll just brown, and that way it's not on a high heat, and just let it do a high heat for a minute or two, and then turn it off and let the heat left over from the oven just go ahead and do its thing. Now we've all been trying to lose weight here, do things here and there, and probably since about the beginning to middle of January. I myself, I've lost 15 pounds. My husband's lost some weight. He could tell by his belt with the things he's doing. Our roommate / director, she's lost some weight. She's doing really good. I don't know her number, but I know she's under her goal weight that she had set for herself. So that is awesome. So I think that's good and mixed in. I heard every cook should try their food. Dear Lord, let this be good. I'm just kidding, it's good. It's good. It's not bad. It's sweet. It's a little crunchy, al dente, like you would like a pasta to be. And it's more crunchy. But it's sweet. It complements the sweet garlic and the sweet shallots and the olive oil. It's not too much. I think with the mushrooms and the sausage in there, it'll give it a more of a meaty flavor, because you always want to have a protein whenever you eat your meals. That way it holds your appetite. Now this book is not cutting out carbs. I still eat oatmeal for breakfast. I eat brown rice, white rice. You can eat a white potato. You're not completely cutting out carbs. You're just cutting out wheat, which seems to be the enemy in all of this. So, if you like the video, if you want more, just let me know, and I'll be happy to. We got tons of recipes in our head that we're just cooking up in our brain to cook on the stove. So just let me know, and we're gonna see how this comes out. You can already smell it. It's very, very aromatic. I can smell the cinnamon. Can you smell it? The cinnamon and.
I want to try this one.
You want to try this? Yeah.
Good job, this cinnamon.
Because it has the cinnamon, yeah. And if you know, I saw on their recipes, it's gonna be a hot plate. That you can. They have a carrot cake in here. That's flourless. And then they had an icing, and I'm sure this will be good with icing or peanut butter. You want to try some? We'll put some.
I'm gonna put some crunchy peanut butter.
She's gonna put crunchy peanut butter on that, so that might be good. And you just kind of go up there, and I'll flip it over so you can see. It's got a little bit of a hole, but you see it's still kind of. And as of course as it cools, it might get a little bit harder. But even last night, what we did was we made a BLT out of it. So we did really good with it. And so what I'll do here is I'll kind of just cut it up here. So like I said, this will make a really nice little dessert. If you need a little something sweet after dinner, you can drizzle honey on it. You can, if you want to make your own like chocolate ganache, you know, do that. Just make it your own. Make it healthy. Nutella would be really good. Yeah, I just got the approval.
Nutella and peanut butter.
Nutella and peanut butter. And, you know, Nutella's pretty expensive, so, but if you make it last a long way, I mean, if you sacrifice your ice cream and whatever else junk that you buy to buy something a little bit healthier and make it stretch, then, you know, there's just so many options that you can use. So this dinner probably costs per serving, and I'm going to include the mushrooms and everything. I would probably say it costs about probably $5, and that's a hamburger, French fries, and a Coke at, you know, a fast food place that isn't going to do anything for your waistline. Were you looking at my boobs?
I got distracted eating because it's really good.
It is good with peanut butter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try with peanut butter. Now, let's make sure. Does it contain wheat? Nope. So
It should contain peanuts.
Huh?
It should contain peanuts.
Well, we know that, but...
I could probably do a little bit of the honey on top of the peanut butter.
That's what I'm about to do. Let's try that.
I'm personally. just a drop.
Oh my gosh, so good. It's so good. So, now...
Definitely with the peanut butter and the honey on top.
So, now, before we go, I'm going to get my husband's approval because I don't want to say he's a picky eater because he's a meat eater. He's a meat and potatoes guy. He's from Texas. He's more like deer and okra. So we'll get his approval on the wheat-free, I don't know what to call it because it's called a wrap, but we'll call it a goodie bit round or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something. Okay, so drizzle some honey over it. All right. Try it.
Up on the coast, the
Big old mouth.
knows that their freshly plowed roads won't last for long.
It's bright.
Okay, well, we don't care about the brightness, we care about how does that taste with the peanut butter and the honey.
It's good. Good work.
It'll work. So, husband approved. Okay, so we're gonna divvy up our plates and eat because it's 8:08, And we don't like eating that late, but it's whatever. So I'm going to plate this up real quick. And do it all really yummy and delicious looking. And I'll put a little bit of my might be a little too much there, because I want to save some for lunch tomorrow. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Can only do so much. So that's that, and then we'll put some green beans on the side of that. And I cooked those in the shallots and the garlic and olive oil as well, so all the flavors should work together and be really good. Eating it on a smaller plate definitely helps you because, you know, you're eating smaller portions and all that other good stuff. So, here we go. This is with the sausage and the mushrooms and all of it. It's going to be hot. I'd eat it. Bye! You need to be a better director.